Alright folks, are you longing for some new VR titles because you're kind of exhausted of seeing the same titles on YouTube over and over again? So how long have you used VR for right now? And although some games still stand in the top category when it comes to virtual reality, you might be waiting for some fresh new VR titles, just like I am waiting for some fresh new hair on my head. And that is why I exactly handpicked 10 VR titles that look promising to me. I don't know for sure, but this is kind of like, you know, what tickles my nipples. Anyway, let's dive in. And with the first title that I want to discuss is Marble Mechanics. Yes. So if you were like a big fan of playing with your marble... Come on, man. If you were a big fan of playing with marbles and, you know, making tracks and I don't know what you were doing with them, you know, there's a game coming out that kind of tickles that creativity where you can construct marble runs and you can simulate marble mechanics. You can customize like track elements by grabbing them. The elements include like funnels and loops and spirals, splitters, vertical and horizontal turns. You name it. The track elements auto align for smooth runs. You can also group tracks elements for easy manipulation. You can duplicate and delete individual elements or entire groups, and so on and so on. So if you like playing with marbles, making tracks and all that kind of fun stuff, this game will definitely tickle that creativity of yours. So stay tuned for that one. The next one is a title that really tickles your platformer adventurer vibe. If you liked platformers on your flat screen TV, there's another platformer coming onto VR that is actually made by the creators of Reese's Plank experience that you've seen perhaps all across YouTube, where people were stepping onto a plank and were scared shitless. So Max Muster, what is this game about? The game combines first-person power-ups with classic third-person platforming. You go onto a heroic quest to rescue mud pups from the villain Stubbins. It has immersive landscapes with tough challenges and moral dilemmas, and the game pays a homage to classic platformers while offering innovation. And there are over 40 handcrafted levels with surprise and inventive mechanics. So we're going to see what the game is about. You can check out the link in the description in order to keep yourself updated with the relevant news. Next up is a psychological horror title called Pneumata, if I say that correctly. So Pneumata is a psychological and cosmic horror that's blurring the line between reality and alternate worlds. So it is a survival horror game, by what I can see, where you have to scavenge for limited weapons and supplies. You have to run and hide to survive. Also, you can examine crime scenes, you can piece together clues to solve gruesome murders, become a real detective actually, that's what it's about. So you can explore realistic, gritty apartment buildings, discover hidden areas, and also there's diverse AI, with that meaning there's unpredictable entities, and you can fight or hide, you use environment for distractions, and a lot more of that fun stuff. So yeah, if you like horror and playing detective, combining it together, I think this game is definitely in your lane. So the next one is a escape room slash puzzle game slash mind-bending stuff going on. It is a remake of the award-winning Wanderers game, which was announced in 2022. So the game is called Wanderer: The Fragments of Fate. So in this game you have to explore ages and events lost to time, immersed in thrilling historical stories, basically rewriting the past to reshape the future. You encounter heart-pounding action and mind-bending puzzles. It also has new features, which are like swimming, jumping, crouching, climbing, ziplining, swinging through time with next-gen physics interactions. So that sounds cool. Also cutting-edge haptic technology for immersive experiences. You can discover diverse worlds, meet eclectic characters from inventors to hippies to ancient civilizations, and so much more. So keep an eye out on this because it sounds promising. We still have to see, but I think this one is going to be a game that will tickle your puzzle solving and fantasy and other kind of cool stuff box. Well, if you're more on the racing side of things and you like F1, then this game is definitely one to keep an eye on. What makes it so awesome? Well, first of all, you can drive in VR. Second, It features dynamic handling systems and overhauled career mode. You can choose from 20 drivers of the 2024 season, including F2 competitors, legendary icons, or create your own legacy. Also has new suspension kinematics, upgraded tire models, advanced aerodynamics simulation, updates for Silverstone, Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps, if I say that correctly, Lusail International Circuit, and Jeddah Corniche Circuit. So F1 24 releases in May 31st, so that's pretty soon, on Xbox, PlayStation, PC, and of course PCVR. That's what we want. And guys, if you liked the video so far, please hit the like button. It helps me out so much. It also motivates me to bring out more content like this. So please hit the like button. Let's move on. Okay, people, do you love parkouring? Do you parkour in real life, perhaps? Well, you don't have to anymore, because now we have a VR game where you can parkour in VR, which is the game Stride Fates, which is a full-fledged sequel pushing parkour action further with new story-oriented gameplay. So you're raised in Aron City slums and you rise through the elite police forces of Cjbeards. You can navigate power shifts in gangs, family feuds, corporate secrets, and forbidden tech. You can climb, vault, slide with lightning speed, explore major locations under sniper and drone surveillance, engage in tactical close quarter combat, and use gadgets and hacking skills to outsmart enemies. It doesn't require skills or knowledge from the original game, and it's suitable for narrative lovers and fitness enthusiasts alike. So there you have it, a parkour game coming to VR. Keep an eye on this one because it's gonna be awesome. So I think many of you who have been watching my videos know that I love space title themed games, and there's one coming out which is called Astro Hunter VR, which is a open world VR action game set in space. Ah, what a surprise. A space game, but really cool though. I mean, you can explore diverse planets, you can fight enemies, you can craft, gather resources, upgrade weapons. You can also play in solo or multiplayer mode. So if you hear this kind of like No Man's Sky, I guess, but also not. Looks promising from the outside. Now we have to wait for the inside, and I hope it's gonna be as promising when it's released. So keep an eye on this one. So for all of my liminal space fans, which I am one of, there is a game that is released recently which is called Pools, and it has taken YouTube by storm because lots of gamer content creators have made a gameplay of this game right now. And if you're familiar with the Poolrooms, and for the people that don't know what it is, if you're familiar with the back rooms, when you clip through reality and then end up in some alternate dimension with endless rooms with fluorescent light and yellow wallpaper, and you're just, you know, traversing yourself through the rooms like a maze. The Poolrooms is a variant of that, which you have endless pools with white tiles as if you're in a swimming pool area. Impossible, weird construction that feels really dreamy, that doesn't make sense. And that is the Poolrooms, and they've made a really nice graphically visually game out of that. I have actually commented on the game itself, and the developer directly responded that they are developing a VR version of this game. It's interesting. I don't know how many people are familiar with, but if you know Zero Caliber, which was also one of the earlier shooters that were available on the PCVR, which is now coming with a second version, Zero Caliber 2, to PCVR. So a couple things which they have upgraded or is better that I want to list out here. So Zero Caliber 2 is a FPS sequel confirmed for Quest and PCVR in 2024. It is developed by Xreal Games, direct sequel to 2018's first-person shooter. So there's not much that I can say on what is going to be improved, but if I look at the Steam page here, they say, we took everything we learned during Zero Caliber's development, mixed it with our community's feedback and suggestions. The result will be mind-blowingly awesome. Cinematic action, explosions, tons of weapons to unlock, a full-blown single-player co-op campaign taking place after the events of the prequel, PvP, native mod support, zombies, airstrikes, and more explosions. A VR experience you'll never forget. Wow. Okay. Well, I'm excited. I am curious to how the mechanics will be, if it will play smoothly, if it will be generally a upgrade from the first version. So we just have to wait and see. Keep an eye on this one also. And last but not least, guys, if you like Marvel, if you like Batman, there's a VR game coming out, which is called Batman Arkham Shadow, which is a new entry in the Arkham series exclusive to the Quest 3. Alright, so it's developed by Meta-owned Camouflage, published by Oculus Studios. It's the second VR entry in the Arkham series, followed 2016's Arkham VR. There is a teaser trailer. So the teaser trailer hints at danger in Gotham City, with more details to be announced at Summer Game Fest on June 7th. Existence leaked in 2022 via Federal Trade Commission court documents during antitrust probe of Meta's acquisition of Within. This is one of the biggest Quest 3 exclusive alongside Starship Home and Laserdance. It also signals Meta's focus on Quest 3, so suggesting buyers avoid the Quest 2 in order to play this game. And it's set to launch on Quest 3 in the late 2024. So, awesome! A Batman movie VR game. That's going to be awesome. And if you don't want to wait on these games right now, I've compiled a list of 10 PCVR games which you can check out right now to play on your Quest.